We like to say we're equal opportunity beer drinkers. We like everything from really, really crisp Czech Pilsner through big hoppy double IPAs and everything in between.
Roses Taproom is a small-scale brewery and tasting room. We brew on a 7-barrel system. All of the beers that we serve here are made in-house. I'm Hillary Rose Huffard, and I'm the co-owner at Roses Taproom. I am the general manager and run the front of house as well as the back-end business side.
And I'm Luke Janson. I'm also co-owner, and I'm the brewmaster and run the brewing operations in the back of house. So we opened in July of 2017.
We always felt like there was a need for sort of a community gathering space that was family friendly, where people could come, have a beer, have some food, meet their friends, bring their kids, not necessarily break the bank, and just have it be a comfortable hub.
Hillary and I started as home brewers and quickly caught the bug. Over the last 10 years, a few hundred batches, never really repeating recipes. The thing that we find so much fun about brewing is, being able to experiment and consistently be playful. Sort of this great intersection between like art and science when you're home brewing. And even at our scale, which is a commercial scale, we still maintain a lot of that playfulness.
And I think we started talking about, hey, how cool would it be if we started a brewery like around 2012. It took us a couple years to actually work up the guts to put our gloves in the ring and say, okay, we're going to do this.
So we tend to brew the way we brewed when we were gardening. So for instance, on a hot summer day in August, if you're gardening on a hillside in Oakland and it's 100 degrees, you probably don't want an 8% double IPA. What you might want is a 4% Kolsch. Or if you want a dark beer in the summer, you might want something a little bit more tropical, like a toasted coconut porter with a wedge of lime. That's what we served ourselves when we were working outside. And so we tend to work seasonally with our beers and then seek inspiration from sort of the hallmarks of those styles. We try to keep a really, really balanced, clean, delicate draft list that has something for everybody. And really it does always start with just what do we want to drink?
That being said, being in the Bay Area, we have access to so much incredible seasonal produce and fruits and products, and so there is also an element of playfulness that we try to bring into it. We've done several iterations of beers that are fermented on fruits that we've either wild foraged up in the hills,
right,
or we've sourced at the farmers markets, and that sort of ties in like the classical traditional approach to brewing with like the more somewhat metaphysical and like magical element of fermentation, and it's this process that is happening all around you. Beer making is one way to sort of harness and influence this process, never really being in full control of it, but bringing elements together to produce something that's greater than the sum of its parts at the end.